Hello, mamas and mamas to be. So in this session, we are just going to stretch the body, and this is great if you are feeling any tension anywhere. We're going to try to hit a whole body in our 15-minute session. So let's go ahead and jump into it. No equipment needed for this one. Okay, so we are going to start with our seated mermaid. You can come up on your knees if that's comfortable to you. All we're going to do is we're going to reach the right arm out to the side. We're going to reach the left arm across the mat, sliding it out. You let your right hip fall off to the side and gaze down towards your left and exhale it back up. Reaching out and over. Inhale. Exhaling it up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Then we're going to add a little variation. Inhale over. And we're going to reach down and around the front. Over with the other hand. And all the way up to the center. Bringing yourself back up. Inhale over. Exhale around. Catch yourself on this side, bringing it around and all the way to center and back to the start. Okay, let's go through it one more time. Reaching out and over like we did before, shifting that hip to the left, to the right, and we're going to bring the arm down through the center, relaxing the head. Catch yourself on this side as this arm comes all the way over, up and around. And bring yourself back up. Don't worry about breathing too much. We're just kind of moving through the stretch. Reaching over, down the center. Catch yourself. Continue that circle. Up into the center and back. Let's try one more time on each side. Up and over into our mermaid. Down around. Continue. Up and center. And back. Up and over. And down. Catch yourself. Continue. Up through the center and back in. Great. Okay. And now we're going to sit facing long ways on your mat. Okay. And for this one, we are going to have the feet flexed up to the ceiling. We're going to place the hands right by the hips. Okay. And this is called spine stretch. So we're looking for a big stretch in our spine. We're not leaning over this way. It's more about creating length as we go up and over in the spine. We're going to press down into the hands. We're going to press up through the top of the head and then hug the belly in and up. And press down into the hands and kind of curve your spine up and over like you're diving down into a pool of water with your head. So we're creating a lot of length in the spine. Inhaling, bringing it back to center. Again, we're not crunching forward. We're not leaning forward towards our toes. We're just creating that like a fountain. Whoop, up and over. Here we go again. Inhale. Sitting tall. Exhale. Pressing down into the hands and creating length through your spine to press over. Inhale, release. Exhale, spine stretch. Keeping those toes flexed. Inhale. And exhale. Excuse my fan in the background. Inhale. And one more time. Exhale. And inhale, back into center. Great. So let's go ahead and sit on the mat, and we're going to come forward and do some inner thigh stretches here. So for this one, we're not going to be leaning too far forward. What I want you to do is bring your heels towards your hips as much as possible and press down through your knees here. Okay, so our knees are reaching to the floor. Our heels are far in towards us. And we're just gonna lean forward with a nice flat back until you feel a stretch in your inner thighs. This is also stretching your pelvic floor. Don't overdo it, especially in later stages of pregnancy, and if you're breastfeeding, just a gentle stretch forward. Same goes for all of these stretches. If you are breastfeeding or you are in third trimester, go easy with your stretches. It's going to feel good to keep going, but you don't want to overdo it because we do have relaxin in our bodies, and it's easy to strain a muscle if you push too far. So just go to a point where it feels good, but don't try to push it too far. Good, and lifting nice and far up. We're going to go right into some neck stretches. So we're going to reach the right arm out. We're going to bring it up on top of the head. And we're going to gently pull the right ear to right shoulder. You can take your left arm and put it behind your back if that's comfortable to you, just to increase the stretch. And we're just relaxing into the stretch, breathing at your own pace. And releasing the hand, releasing the neck, reaching out and up on the other side, and gentle ear to shoulder, as much as you can, relaxing the opposite shoulder. Nose is forward, and we're just breathing. Release the head and bring it back into center. This time we're going to look over our shoulder and go down towards that right shoulder. And you should feel this more in the back of the neck. Again, we're just relaxing the opposite shoulder. Releasing the head, and we're not yanking on the head, of course. We are just gently pulling to a place that feels good to you. Breathing into the stretch, seeing if you can release tension with each exhale. And releasing the head to the front. Okay, we're going to go ahead and grab our hands to the front. I'm going to turn so you can see me. We're grounding the back and relaxing the head down. You're going to feel a nice stretch through the center of your back, right in between your shoulder blades. You can round the pelvis back there and just relax it forward. We're pulling the hands to the front and pulling the rib cage to the back. And release it. Find a tall sitting position again. If it feels comfortable to you, grab your hands behind your back, pull your hands down towards the floor, and this is opening your chest to the front. This is a great one if you are holding baby all day, if you're breastfeeding, because we tend to sit in a hunched over position when we're doing that, and if we're holding baby, we're working a lot of the muscles in the front, so they get short and tight. And it's good to stretch them out. And let's do that one more time. Grabbing the hands in the front, pulling them away, rounding the back and dropping the head down towards the floor. Bringing yourself up through center, clasp the hands in the back, pull them down towards the floor. Shoulders automatically come down, chest automatically opens, and lift your gaze up towards the corner of the ceiling and the wall in front of you. You can move a little bit here, it doesn't have to be static. Just finding that release and let it go. Good. Okay, so we're going to come up into a kneeling position. Okay, so one knee is on the floor, and now you want your ankle here underneath your knee here. Okay, and we're just going to bring the hands down a second and just scoot that back leg back just a little bit. Okay, And we're just gonna lean forward into that stretch. You can have your hands here or you can have them here, whatever is comfortable to you. We're just gonna lean into that stretch. And if it feels comfortable to you, it should be a nice stretch through the front of the hip there. You can lift the same arm as leg up towards the ceiling. And from here, we're gonna bring both hands down if they weren't down there already. We're gonna rock it back, bring your hips over your heel in the back, and we're gonna flex the front foot forward. You should feel a nice stretch through the hamstring. You can go to wherever feels comfortable to you. And we're just gonna hold this position, inhaling and exhaling for just a second. And then we're gonna bring it forward one more time, all the way into your lunge. If you're comfortable, bring your arm up to the ceiling. Hold it here for an inhale, exhale. And hands down. Rock it back, flex the foot. Holding here. Inhale, exhale. Bring it forward. We're going to switch legs. So we're going to bring this leg back to meet the other one. Other leg forward. And rock it forward. And again, wherever it feels comfortable to you, you can leave your hands down if you want. Or reaching up to the ceiling if that feels good to you. Inhale, exhale here. Try to deepen the stretch a little bit on the exhale. And we're bringing it back. Hands come down if you had them up. Flex the foot back. Hold here. Inhale, exhale. Rocking it forward. Finding a position that's comfortable to you. Inhale, exhale. Hands to the floor. Press it back. Flex the foot. Relax the head. Inhale, exhale. And lunging it forward. Bring the foot back to meet the other one. We're going to stand up. One foot here. If you need the extra support, great. Inhale, exhale. And stand all the way up. Okay, we're just going to end with a little bit of roll down. So all we're going to do, this is great stretch for your low back. All we're going to do is just focus on the spinal articulation. So we're standing nice and tall. We're going to let the head drop down. Arms are nice and heavy. Fingertips reaching a little bit towards the floor, but not engaging, just dropping. And we're rounding through the back, one vertebra at a time. Knees can be soft as we come down. And just relaxing down at the bottom. Bend your knees a little bit more. And then we're going to inhale, exhale. Tuck the tailbone down towards the floor. And just have that be the initiation of your roll up. Rolling up one vertebra at a time. The head is the last thing to come up. And just feel your alignment for a second. Inhale nice and tall. Exhale, dive it down, starting with your head, neck, through the middle of the back, low back, all the way down to wherever it's comfortable to you. You can hold your elbows if that feels good to you. Soften your knees a little bit. Just drop the arms, rounding the back, starting from the tailbone, through the low back, mid back, shoulders, and head. We're going to do one more time. Inhaling, exhaling, rolling it down. Taking your time. All the way down to the floor. Soften the knees. And initiate from the tailbone, the low back, mid back, shoulders, neck, and head. Feel it out. All right, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate being able to move with you. I I hope that this session worked out any kinks that you had. We'll have more stretch sessions in the future, I promise. You can keep coming back to this one as many times as you want if you just need to stretch your whole body and feel better about your day. All right, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Again, thanks for joining me, and congratulations on taking this time for yourself. Remember that you got this. I will see you soon.